Don't laugh at me. You must be blasé about honeymoons just because this is your second.
That's silly.
I annoyed you by saying that.
Just a little.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Kiss me.
Who's that?
Not so very enthusiastic.
Is that better?
3 times, please. I'm superstitious.
You really are very sick.
Are you glad you married me?
Of course I am.
How glad?
Incredibly, magnificently glad.
Oh, how lovely.
We ought to go in and dress.
Gladder than before.
Why do you keep harping on that?
It's in my mind, and yours too, I expect.
Isn't that anything of the sort?
Pretty, wasn't she, Amanda?
Very.
Prettier than I am.
Much. Pretty and sleek, and her hands were long and slim, and her legs were long and slim, and she danced like an angel. You dance very poorly, by the way.
Could she play the piano as well as I can?
Couldn't play the piano at all.
Had she my talent for organisation?
No, but then she hadn't your mother either.
I don't believe you like Mother.
Like her, I can't bear her.
Elliot, she's a darling underneath.
I never cross up to me.
Makes me unhappy to think you don't like Mother.
Nonsense. I believe the only reason you married me was to get away from her.
I married you because I loved you.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
I love you far more than Amanda loved you. I never made you miserable like she did.
We made each other miserable.
It was all her fault, you know it was.
Yes, it was. Entirely her
She was a fool to lose you.
fault. We lost each other.
She lost you with a violent temper and carrying on.
Will you stop talking about Amanda?
Very glad. Because if she had been uncontrolled and wicked and unfaithful, we shouldn't be here now.
She wasn't unfaithful.
I don't know. I bet she was. I bet she was unfaithful every 5 minutes.
It would take a far more concentrated woman than Amanda to be unfaithful every 5 minutes.
You do hate her, don't you?
No, I don't hate her. I think I despise her.
That's much worse.
And I'm sorry for her.
Why?
Because she's marked a tragedy. She's bound to make a mess of everything.
If it's all her fault, I don't see that it matters much.
She has some very good qualities.
Considering what a hell she made of your life, I think you're very nice about her. Most men would be vindictive.
What's the use of that? It's all over now. It's a long time ago.
5 years is very long.
Yes, it is.
Do you think you could ever love her again?
Now then, Sybil.
But could you?
Of course not. I love you.
Yes, but you love me differently, I know that.
More wisely, perhaps.
I'm glad. I'd rather have that sort of love.
Yes, you're right. Love is no use unless it's wise and kind and undramatic. Something steady and sweet to smooth out your nerves when you're tired. Something tremendously cozy, unflurried by scenes and jealousies. That's what I want. That's what I've always wanted, really. Oh, my dear. I do hope it's not going to be dull for you.
Sweetheart, as though you could ever be dull.
I'm much older than you.
Not so very much. The music stopped now. You can hear the sea.
We'll bathe tomorrow morning. I am master.
I like a man to be a man, that's what you do.
Are you going to understand? And to manage you?
I'm going to try to understand you.
Run me without my knowing it.
I think you're being a little unkind.
No, I don't mean to be. I was only wondering.
Well,
I was wondering what was going on inside your mind. Swine!
Don't be so vehement, darling.
I'll never treat you like that.
That's right.
I love you too much.
So did he.
Fine sort of love that is he struck you once, did he?
More than once.
Well,
Several places.
what a cat!
I struck him, too. Once I broke Paul Ramadan record over his head. It was very satisfying.
You must have been driven to distraction.
Yes, I was. But don't let's talk about it, please. After all, it's a dreary subject for our honeymoon night.
He didn't know it was well on.
You realise that yacht reflected in the water? What is it?
Must bathe tomorrow.
Yes, I want to get a nice sunburn.
Mandy,
Why, what's the matter?
I hate sunburn.
Why?
Somehow, well, unsuitable.
It's awfully suitable to me, darling.
Of course, if you really want to.
I'm absolutely determined. I've got masses of lovely oil to rub all over myself.
But your skin is so beautiful as it is.
Wait and see. When I'm done a nice crisp brown, you'll fall in love with me all over again.
I couldn't love you more than I do now.
Oh dear. I did so hope our honeymoon was going to be progressive.
Where did you spend the last one? I want to know.
Summer it was very attractive.
I hate sunburns.
So do I.
Did you start quarrelling with you right away?
Within the first few days, I put it down to the high altitude.
And you loved him?
Yes, Victor.
Poor child.
You must try not to be pompous, dear. I don't believe I'm a bit like what you think I am.
How do you mean?
I was never a poor child.
That's a figure of speech, dear, that's all.
I suffered a great deal and had my heart broken. But it wasn't an innocent, girlish heart. It was jagged with sophistication. I've always been sophisticated. Far too very. That caused many of my rows with Elliot. I irritated him because he knew I could see through him.
I don't mind how much you see through me. I'm going to make you happy.
Are you?
Just by looking after you, seeing as you're all right, you know.
No, I don't.
I think you love me quite differently from the way you love Elliot.
Do stop harping on Elliot.
It's true though, isn't it?
I love him much more calmly, if that's what you mean.
More lastingly.
I expect so.
Do you remember when I first met you?
Yes, distinctly.
At Marion Vale's party.
Yes.
Wasn't it wonderful?
Not really, dear. I was only redeemed for the completely commonplace by the fact of my having hiccups.
I never noticed them.
Love at first sight.
Where did you first meet Elliot?
To hell with Elliot!
Mandy.
I forbid you to mention his name again. I'm sick of the sound of it. You must be raving mad. Here we are on the first night of our honeymoon with the moon coming up and music playing, and all you can do is talk about my first husband. It's downright sacrilegious.
Don't be angry.
It's very annoying.
Can you forgive me?
Yes. Only don't do it again.
I promise.
You didn't go dress your bathe yet.
Where should we dine? Downstairs here or at the casino?
The casino's more fun, I think.
We can play pool afterwards.
No, we can't, dear.
Don't you like dear old pool?
No, I hate dear old food. Play a nice game of Shamanda Fair.
Not at the big table.
Maybe the biggest table.
You're not a terrible gambler, are you?
Inveterate. Chance rules my life.
What nonsense.
How can you say it's nonsense? It was chance meeting you. It was chance falling in love. It's chance that we're here. Particularly after your driving. Everything that happens is chance.
You know, I feel rather scared of you at close quarters.
That promises to be very embarrassing.
You're somehow different now. Wilder than I thought you were. More strange.
Wild? Oh, Victor, I've never felt less wild in my life. A little strange, I grant you, but that's the newly married atmosphere. You can't expect anything else. Honeymooning is a very overrated amusement.
So you say that because you had a ghastly experience before.
There you go again.
Couldn't fail to embitter you.
The honeymoon wasn't so ghastly, really. It was afterwards that was so awful.
I intend to make you forget about it all entirely.
You won't succeed by making constant references to it.
Wish I knew you better.
It's just as well you don't. The woman, in italics, should always retain a certain amount of alluring feminine mystery for the man, also in italics.
What about the man? Isn't he allowed any mystery?
Absolutely none. Transparent as glass.
Oh, I see.
Don't worry, darling. It doesn't necessarily work out like that. It's only supposed to.
Well, I'm glad I'm normal.
What an odd thing to be glad about. What?
Well, aren't you?
I'm not so sure I'm normal.
Man, yes, you are. Sweetly, divinely normal.
I haven't any peculiar cravings for Chinamen or old boots, if that's what you mean. I think very few people are completely normal, really, deep down in their private lives. It all depends on a combination of circumstances. If all the various cosmic thingamies fuse at the same moment, the right spark is struck. There's no knowing what one might do. That was the trouble with Elliot and me. We were like two violent acid bubbling about in a nasty little matrimonial bottle.
I don't think you're nearly as complex as you think you are.
I don't think I'm particularly complex, but I know I'm unreliable.
You're frightening me horribly. In what way unreliable?
I'm so apt to see things the wrong way round.
What sort of thing?
Morals. What one should do and what one shouldn't.
Oh, Maggie, you're so sweet.
Thank you, Vic. That's most good carrier thing. You really must have your bath now. Come on.
Kiss me.
There, hurry up. I've only got to slip my dress on and I should be ready.
Give me 10 minutes.
I'll bring the cocktails out here when they come.
All right.
Come on, hurry.
Sybil!
Yes?
I've got the cocktails out here. Hurry up.
I can't find my lipstick.
Never mind. Send down to the kitchen for some cochineal.
It's so silly.
Hurry.
Neither has mine.
Oh, my God.
I can't help feeling that this is a little unfortunate.
Are you happy?
Perfectly.
Good. That's all right then, isn't it?
Are you?
Ecstatic.
I'm delighted to hear it. I expect we should meet again sometime.
For what? on our first night together in Paris.
We shall get there to the small hours.
Please, Sybil. I know it sounds crazy and absolutely lacking in reason and sense, but I've got second sight about certain things. I'm almost psychic. I have the most extraordinary sensation of impending disaster. If we stay here, something appalling will happen, I know it.
Hysterical nonsense!
It isn't hysterical nonsense. Presentiments are far from being nonsense. Look at the woman who cancelled her passage on the Titanic, all because of a presentiment.
I can't see what that has to do with
It's
it.
got everything to do with it. She obeyed her instinct. That's what she did, and it saved her life. All I ask is to be allowed to obey my instinct.
Do you mean there's going to be an earthquake or something?
Very possibly. Very possibly. Or perhaps a violent explosion.
They don't have earthquakes in France.
On the contrary, only the other day they felt a distinct shock of too long.
Yes, but that's in the south where it's hot.
Quibbles, sir.
And as for explosions, there's nothing here that can explode.
Darling, please, sweet, bear with me. I beseech you to bear with me.
I don't understand. It's horrid of you to do this.
I'm not doing anything. I'm only asking you, imploring you to come away from this place.
I love it
There
here.
are thousands of places far nicer.
It's a pity we didn't go to one.
Now, look
Just
here.
why are you behaving like this? Why?
Don't ask why, just give in to me. Well, I'll never ask you to give in to me about anything.
I don't think of it tonight. It's utterly ridiculous. I've done quite enough travelling for one day, and I'm tired.
You're as obstinate as a mule.
I like that, I must say.
You're your nasty little feet dug into the ground, and you don't intend to budge an inch, do you?
No, I do not.
There is one thing in the world that infuriates me. It's sheer wanton stubbornness. I should like to cut off your head with a meat axe.
No, Dave! Talk to me like that on our honeymoon night.
Damn our honeymoon! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Stop crying. Will you or will you not come away with me to Paris?
I've never been so miserable in my life. You're hateful and beastly. Mother was perfectly right. She said you had shifty eyes.
Well, she can't talk. Hers is so close together you couldn't get a needle between them.
You don't love me a little bit. I wish I were dead.
Will you or will you not come to Paris?
No, I won't.
Come.
You were certainly right when you said you weren't normal. You're behaving like a lunatic.
Not at all. All I've done is to ask you a little favour.
Oh, little favour, indeed.
We left now to leave Paris in a few hours.
If we cross Siberia by train, we should be in China in a fortnight. I don't see any reason to do it.
Oh, but darling, please, be sensible. Just for my sake.
Sensible.
It's sensible. I shall be absolutely miserable if we stay here. You don't want me to be absolutely miserable all through my honeymoon, do you?
Why on earth didn't you think of your sister's tragedy before?
I forgot.
You couldn't forget a thing like that.
I got the places muddled. Then when I saw the casino there in the moonlight, it all came back to me.
When did all this happen?
Years ago. But it might just as well have been yesterday. I can see her now lying dead. With that dreadful expression on her face. And then all the awful business of taking a body home to England. It was perfectly horrible.
I never knew you had a sister.
I haven't anymore.
Something behind all this.
Silly, what could there be behind it?
Well, for one thing, I know you're lying.
Victor,
Be honest, aren't you?
I can't think how you can be so mean and suspicious.
You're lying, Amanda, aren't you?
Yes, Victor.
You never had a sister, dead or alive.
I believe there was a stillborn one in 1902.
What is the reason for all this?
I told you I was unreliable.
Why do you want to leave so bad?
You'll be angry if I tell you the truth.
What is it?
I warn you.
Tell me, please tell me.
Elliot's here. I saw him just now when you were in the bar.
Where was he?
Down there in a white suit.
White suit?
Why not? It's summer, isn't it?
You're lying again.
I'm not. He's here. I swear he is.
But what of it?
I can't enjoy a honeymoon with you, Elliot, like to bounce in at any moment.
Really manly.
Can't you see how awful it is? It's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me in my whole life.
Did he see you?
No, he was running.
What was he running for?
How on earth do I know? Don't be so annoying.
Well, as long as he didn't see you, it's all right, isn't it?
It isn't all right at all. We must leave immediately.
But why?
How can you be so appallingly obstinate?
I'm not afraid of him.
Neither am I. It isn't a question of being afraid. It's just a horrible, awkward situation.
it anyway. I'll knock him down.
That would be charming.
Now let's talk about it anymore.
Do you mean to stand there seriously and imagine the whole thing to be glossed over as easy as that?
I'm not going to leave, Mandy. If I start giving in to you as early as this, our lives will be unbearable. You've worked yourself up into a state over a situation which really only exists in your mind.
Please, Victor, please, for this last time I implore you. Let's go to Paris now, tonight. I mean it with all my heart. Please!
No, Mandy.
I see quite clearly I have been foolish enough to marry a fat old gentleman in a club armchair.
No use being cross.
You're a pompous ass.
Mandy!
Pompous ass, that's what I said, and that's what I meant. Blown out with your own importance.
Mandy, control yourself.
Get away from me! Where did you have married such rugged grandeur?
I shall be in the bar. When you're ready to come down and dine, let me know.
Go away! Go away!
Stop screaming, I'll murder you.
I wish to heaven I'd never seen you in my life, let alone find you. No wonder I either left you, you behaved to her, she behaved to me. I'm going downstairs to have dinner by myself, and you can just do what you like about it.
You! And I hope it chokes you.
Give me...
Duke of Westminster's, I expect it always is.
I wish I were on it.
I wish you were too.
There's no need to be nasty.
Yes, there is every day. I've never in my life had a greater urge to be nasty.
And you've had some urges in your time, haven't you?
Stop bickering with me, Amanda. I swear I will throw you over the edge.
Try it, that's all. Just try it.
You've upset everything, as usual.
I've upset everything. What about you?
Since the first moment that I was unlucky enough to set eyes on you, my life has been insupportable.
Oh, do shut up. There's no sense in going on like that.
Nothing's any use. There's no escape. Ever.
Don't be melodramatic.
Do you want a cocktail or two here?
There are two over here as well.
Well, have my two first.
Shall we get roaring, screaming drunk?
Well, I don't think that would help. We tried it once before and it was a dismal failure.
It was lovely at the beginning.
You have an immoral memory, Amanda. Yes, to you.
I tried to get away the moment after I'd seen you, but he wouldn't budge.
What's his name?
Victor. Victor Prynne.
Mr. and Mrs. Victor Prynne. Mine wouldn't budge either.
What's her name?
Sybil.
Mr. and Mrs. Elliot Chase. God pity the poor girl.
You were in love with him.
Of course. I don't see anything particularly funny about that. You're in love with yours, aren't you?
Certainly.
There you are then.
There we both are.
What's she like?
Very pretty. Plays the piano beautifully.
Very comforting.
How's yours?
I never want to discuss it.
Well, it doesn't matter. It'll probably come popping out in a minute and I shall see for myself. Does he now and here?
Yes, I told him.
Oh, that's going to make things a whole lot easier.
You needn't be frightened. He won't hurt you.
If he comes near me, I'll scream the place down.
Does Sybil know I'm here?
I'll tell you I had a presentiment. I tried awfully hard to persuade her to leave for Paris.
bar.
It really is awfully difficult.
Have you known how long?
About 4 months. We met in a house party in Norfolk.
Very flat, Norfolk.
I shall reserve my opinion of your choice until I've met dear Victor.
I wish you would call him dear Victor. It's extremely irritating.
Well, it's how I see it, dumpy and fair and very considerate, with glasses. Dear Victor.
As I said before, I would rather not discuss him. At least I have good taste enough to refrain from making cheap jives at Sybil.
You said Norfolk was flat.
That's no reflection on her. Unless she made it flatter.
Your voice takes on an acid quality whenever you mention her name.
I'll never mention it again.
Good. I'll keep off Victor.
Thank you.
That orchestra has a remarkably small repertoire.
They don't seem to know anything but this, do they?
You always have a sweet voice, Amanda.
Thank you.
I'm awfully sorry about this, really I am. I wouldn't have had it happen for the world.
I know. I'm sorry too. It's just rotten luck.
I'll go away tomorrow, whatever happens, so don't you worry.
That's nice of you.
I hope things turn out splendidly for you, and that you'll be very happy.
I hope the same for you too.
Nasty, insistent little tune.
Extraordinary how potent cheap music is.
What exactly were you remembering on that night?
Palace Hotel skating rink in the morning. Bright, strong sunlight. Everybody whirling round in vivid colours. And you, kneeling down on my skates for me.
You'd fallen on your fanny a few moments before.
It was beastly of you to laugh like that. I felt so humiliated.
Poor John.
Do you remember waking up in the morning? my victory.
Well, why don't you?
I don't want to.
It's shameful. It's shameful.
No. I feel terrible. Don't leave me for a minute. I shall go mad. We won't talk about ourselves anymore. We'll talk about outside things. Anything you like. And you just don't leave me until I pull myself together.
Very well.
What have you been doing? During these last years?
Traveling about. I went around the world, you know, after
Yes, I know. How was it?
the world.
Yes.
I highly enjoyed it.
China must be very interesting.
Very big China.
And Japan?
Very small.
Where do you eat shark spits and take your shoes off and use chopsticks and everything?
Practically everything.
And India, the burning cars with gats and whatever they are. And Taj Mahal, how is the Taj Mahal?
Unbelievable. A sort of dream.
That was the moonlight, I explained. You must have seen it in the moonlight.
Yeah. Moonlight is cruelly deceptive.
And it didn't look like a biscuit box, did it? Have all stumps in it.
Oh, darling, I love you so.
And I do hope you meant to say them that they lived right, I think. Very, very
I
sweet.
never loved anyone else for an instant.
And you mustn't admit stop.
Oh, you love me too, don't you? There isn't any doubt anywhere, is there?
No doubt. Anyway.
Looking very lovely, you know, in this down moonlight. Your skin is clear, cool. Your eyes are shining. You're growing lovelier and lovelier every second as I look at you. You don't hold any mystery for me, darling, do you, man? There isn't a particle of you that I don't know. Remember. And what
I'm glad it's
more than any desire anywhere. Deep, dark in my deepest heart. I want you back again.
idea where.
Better and better.
Being so bad, so terribly bad. There's suffer for this, I know we shall.
Can't be helped.
Starting all those awful rows all over again.
No. We're older and wiser now.
What difference does that make? The first moment I always get a bit nervy. Off we'll go again.
Stop shilly-shallying, Amanda.
I'm trying to be sensible.
You're only succeeding in being completely idiotic.
Idiotic, indeed. What about you?
I like you.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
I won't move from here unless we have a compact. A sacred, sacred compact. Never to quarrel again.
Easy to make, but difficult to keep.
It's the bickering that always starts. At the first moment we notice we're bickering, either of us, we must promise on our honours to stop dead. We'll invent some phrase or catchword which when either of us says it, automatically cuts off conversation for at least 5 minutes.
2 minutes, dear, with an option of renewal.
Very well. What should it be?
Solomon Isaacs.
All right, then do.
Run.
What should we do if we meet either of them on the way downstairs?
Run like stags.
Our clothes.
I've got a couple of bags I haven't unpacked yet.
I've got a small trunk.
Send the porter up for it.
Oh, this is terrible, terrible.
Oh, come on, don't waste time.
Obviously, notes or something?
We'll telegraph from somewhere on the
Oh,
road.
darling, I don't. It's 2 weeks off, so I simply don't.
Now will you behave?
Yes, but Elliot, darling.
Solomon Isaacs.
Mandy? Good evening.
Good evening. I was, looking for my husband.
Oh, that's funny. I was looking for my wife.
Quite a coincidence.
It's very nice here, isn't it?
Lovely.
Been here long.
No, we only arrived today.
Oh, another coincidence, so did we.
How awfully funny.
Would you care for a cocktail?
Oh, no, thank you, really.
There are 2 here on the table.
Thanks very much. I'd love one.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Two absent friends.
2 absent friends. It's awfully pretty, isn't it? Moonlight and the lights of that yacht reflected in the water.
I wonder who it belongs to.
I'm glad we let Louise go. I'm afraid she's going to have a cold.
Going to have a cold. She's been grunting and snorting all the evening like a whole herd of bison.
Bison never sounds right to me somehow. I have a feeling it ought to be bisons. Look, bison.
You might say a covey of bison. Or perhaps a school of bison.
Yes, lovely. The Royal London School of Bison. Do you think Louise is happy at home?
Very profoundly miserable.
Family beastly too much.
Absolutely vile. Knock her around most dreadfully, I expect. Feed her the most disgusting food. Pull her free.
Oh, poor Louise.
Well, you know the French are.
Oh, yes, indeed. I know what the Hungarians are too.
What are they?
Very wistful. It's all those pretzels, I should wonder. Have you ever crossed the Sahara on a camel?
Frequently. When I was a boy, I used to do it all the time. My grandmother had a lovely seat on a camel.
There's no doubt about it. Foreign travellers, the thing.
strangely peaceful. It's an awfully bad reflection on our characters. We ought to be absolutely tortured with conscience.
We are. Every now and then.
Not nearly enough.
You sent Victor and Sybil a nice note from wherever it was. What more do they want?
You're even more ruthless than I am.
I don't believe in flying over my bridge before I've eaten it.
Very sensible.
Personally, I feel grateful for a miraculous escape. I knew now I should never have been happy with Victor. I was a fool over to consider it.
You did a little more than consider it.
Well, you can't talk.
I wonder whether they've met each other, or whether they've been suffering alone.
Oh, dear, don't let's go on about it. It really does make one feel rather awful.
I suppose one or other or both of them will turn up here eventually.
Bound to. It won't be very nice, will it?
Perfectly horrible.
Do you realise that we're living in sin?
Not according to the Catholics. The Catholics don't recognise divorce. We're as married as ever.
Yes, dear, but we're not Catholics.
Never mind. It's nice to think they'd sort of back us up. We were married in the eyes of heaven. And we still are.
We may be all right in the eyes of heaven, but we look like being in a hell of a mess socially.
Who cares?
Are we going to marry again when Victor and Sybil divorce us?
I suppose so. What do you think?
I feel rather scared of marriage, really.
It is a frowsy business.
I believe it's just the fact of our being married, back together publicly, that wrecked us before.
That and not knowing how to manage each other.
Do you think we know how to manage each other now?
Well, this week's been rather successful. We've hardly used Solomon Isaacs at all.
Solomon Isaacs is so long. Let's shorten it to Solomons.
All right.
Darling, you look awfully sweet in your little dressing gown.
Yes, it's pretty ravishing, isn't it?
Do you mind if I come round and kiss you?
Pleasure. Please,
What fools we were to subject ourselves to 5 years unnecessary suffering.
well, perhaps it wasn't unnecessary. Perhaps it mellowed and perfected us like beautiful, ripe fruit.
When we were together, did you really think I was unfaithful to you?
Yes, practically every day.
I thought you were too. Often I used to torture myself with visions of you bouncing about on divans with awful widows.
Why widows?
I was thinking of Claire Lavender, really.
Claire.
What did you say? Oh, Claire, like that. You sounded far too careless to
What a
me.
lovely creature she was.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Darling,
Have you ever had an affair with her? Afterwards, I mean.
why do you want to know?
Curiosity, I suppose.
Dangerous.
No, not dangerous now. I wouldn't expect you to have been celibate during those 5 years any more than I was.
What?
After all, Claire was undeniably attractive. A trifle over-vivacious, I always thought. But that was probably because she was fundamentally stupid.
What do you mean about not being celibate during those 5 years?
What do you think I mean?
Oh, God.
What's the matter?
You know perfectly well what's the matter.
You mustn't be unreasonable. I was only trying to stamp out the memory of you. I expect your affairs well outnumbered mine anyhow.
That is a little different. I'm a man.
Excuse me a moment while I get a caraway biscuit and change my crinoline. needs a little borax.
I love borax.
Is that the Grand Duchess Olga lying under the piano?
Yes. Her husband died a few weeks ago. You're on his way from Bulborough. So sad.
What on earth is he doing in Bulborough?
Nobody knows exactly, but there have been the usual stories.
I see.
Delightful parties Lady Button always gives, doesn't she?
Entrancing. Such a dear old lady.
And so gay. Did you notice her in summer, blowing all those shrimps through that air trumpet? What are you thinking about?
Nothing in particular.
Come on, I know that face.
Poor Sybil.
Sybil.
Yes. I suppose she loves you terribly.
Not so much as all that. She didn't have a chance to get really underway.
I suppose she's dreadfully
Oh,
unhappy.
you shut up, Amanda. We've had all that up before.
We've certainly been pretty busy trying to justify ourselves.
It's no question of justifying ourselves. It's the true values of the situation that are really important. The moment we saw one another again, we knew it was no use going on. We knew it instantly, really, although we tried to pretend to ourselves that we didn't. What we've got to be thankful for is that we made the break straight away and not later.
You think we should have done it anyhow?
Yes, of course. Things would have been in a worse mess than they are now.
And what if we never happened to meet again? Would you really quite happy with Sybil?
I expect so.
Hey,
Well, you didn't look so stricken. It would have been the same if you were mixed up. It would have been smooth and amicable and quite charming, wouldn't it?
poor dear bit. Certainly you did love me.
Splendid.
When I met him, I was so lonely and depressed. I felt I was getting old and crumbling away I wanted.
Yes, it certainly is horrid when one begins to crumble.
He used to look at me hopelessly, like a lovely Spaniard. Nice and melted like snow in the sunlight.
That must have been an edifying spectacle.
Victor really had a great charm.
You must tell me all about it.
He had a positive mania for looking after me and protecting me.
That would have died down in time.
You mustn't be rude. There's no necessity to be rude.
That is true. I was merely making a perfectly rational statement.
Your voice was decidedly bitter.
He had glorious legs, didn't he? And fascinating ears.
Don't be
A
silly.
little radiant in the morning, all flushed and tumbled on the pillow.
I never saw him on the pillow.
Surprised to hear it.
Elliot,
Well, there's no need to be cross.
what do you mean by
I'm
that?
sick of your feet up.
Comfortable?
Almost, wait a minute.
How long, young lord? How long?
You mean how long, oh Lord, how long?
This is far too perfect to last.
You have no faith. That's what's wrong with you.
None whatsoever.
Don't you believe in...
No. Do you?
What about...
Oh dear, no.
Don't you believe in anything?
Oh yes, I believe in being kind to everyone, giving money to overweight women, and being as gay as possible.
What about after we're dead?
I think it's sort of gloomy merging into everything, don't you?
I'm a bad merger.
Don't know a thing about it.
I hope for a glorious oblivion. Being undercast.
I always dream the most peculiar things of the cat.
Will you be young? Always, if you could choose.
No, I don't think so. A lot of it meant having awful bull's glands popped into me.
Cows for you, dear. Bulls for me.
Don't blow down! It gives me the shivers.
Swivel your face round.
That's better.
Very nice. Hope you kind.
Darling, so terribly, terribly dear, sweet, and attractive.
We were raving mad at a party for an instant.
Utter
I
imbecile.
realized it almost immediately.
Long before we got our degree.
My heart broke on that damn Truro. Saw such beautiful things, darling, moonlight shining along the Thames. Strange barbaric dances in jungle villages, scarlet flamingos flying over deep, deep blue water. Breathlessly lovely and completely unexciting because you weren't there to see them.
Take me, please. Take me at once. Let's make up for lost time.
Next week.
Tomorrow.
No.
I must see those dear flamingos. No, Elliot, stop now. Stop. Ah.
How should I stop? You know, your door being made love to.
It's so soon after dinner.
You really do say the most awful things.
I don't say anything particularly awful about that.
No sense of glamour. No sense of glamour at all.
It's difficult to feel really glamorous with a crick in the neck.
Well, why didn't you say you had a crick in your neck?
It's gone now.
How convenient.
I want one, please.
Here.
Wait a minute.
Can't you?
Chivalrous little love.
Here.
Thank you very much indeed.
You really can be more irritating than anyone else in the world.
I fail to see what I've done that's so terribly irritating.
You have no tact.
Tact, you have no consideration.
Too soon after dinner, indeed.
Yes, much too
See,
soon.
that sort of remark shows rather a common sort of mind, I'm afraid.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yes, very unpleasant. Makes me shudder.
Making all this fuss just because your silly vanity's a little upset.
Vanity? What do you mean vanity?
You can't bear the thought that there are certain moments when our chemical body accords don't fuse properly.
Chemical, what do you call them? Will you please try to be more explicit?
You know perfectly well what I mean, and don't you try to patronize
I don't
me.
care about it.
Darling, solids, for God's sake, solids.
No, no,
Solids,
no,
solids,
no,
solids.
no.
Triple solids.
quest for ultimate truth. acid and their damned sweetness and light.
If I laugh at everything, I must laugh at us too.
Certainly you must. We're figures of fun, all right.
How long will it last? Ludicrous. Overbearing lover.
Who knows?
Shall we always want to bicker and fight?
Our desire will fade, along with our passion.
Oh dear, shall we lie there?
It all depends on how well we've played.
And what if one of us does? One that lets to laugh.
Yes. Yes. All his might.
That's serious enough, isn't it?
No, his depth's very low. It's a cunning little mystery. It's all done with mirrors.
Darling, I believe you're talking nonsense.
Well, so is everybody else in the long run. Let's be superficial and pity the poor philosophers. Let's blow trumpets and squeakers. Enjoy the party as much as we can, like very small, quite idiotic school children. Let's savor the delight of the moment. Come and kiss me, darling, before your body rots and worms pop in another place.
Elliot, worms don't talk.
I don't mind what you do, you see. You can paint yourself bright green all over and dance naked in the Place Vendôme and brush up madly with all the men in the world, and I shan't say a word, as long as you love me best.
Thank you, dear. The same applies to you. Except that if I catch you so much as looking at another woman, I'll kill you.
Do you remember that awful scene we had in Venice?
Which particular one?
When you bought that little painted wooden snake in the piazza and put it in my bed.
Oh, Charles. That's his name, Charles. He did wriggle so beautifully.
Horrible thing. I hated it.
I know you threw it out the window into the Grand Canal. I don't think I'll ever forgive you for that.
How long did that row last?
It went on intermittently for days.
Worse than I was in Cannes when your curling irons burnt a hole in my new dressing gown.
You burnt my coat too. And all the towels in the bathroom.
That was a rouser, wasn't it?
That was the first time you ever hit me.
Didn't hit you very hard.
The manager came in and found us rolling on the floor, biting and scratching like panthers.
Never in his face.
How ridiculous. That must be ridiculous.
Well, we're very much younger.
And very much sillier.
As a matter of fact, the real cause of that row was Peter Byrne.
You knew there was nothing in
I
that.
knew nothing of the sort. You took presents from me.
Presents? You trivial little grim.
I remember it well, bristling with diamonds in the worst possible taste.
Not at all. It's very pretty. I still have it, and I wear it.
You went out of your way to torture me over Peter Byrne.
No, I did not. You worked that whole thing up with your jealous imagination.
He must have been, he was in love with you, wasn't he?
Just a little, perhaps. Nothing serious.
He didn't kiss you, you said he did.
But what of it?
What of it?
It gave him a lot of pleasure, and it didn't hurt me.
What about me?
If you hadn't been so suspicious and nosy, you'd never have known a thing about it.
Well, that's a nice point of view. I must say.
Oh dear, I'm bored of this conversation.
Yes, so am I. Bored stiff. Do you want some brandy? I'll have a little, I think.
I don't see why you want it. You already have 2 glasses.
No particular reason. Anyhow, they were very small ones.
It's so silly to go on and on and on with the thing.
We can hardly go through the kill glasses in a whole evening going on and on and on.
It's become a habit with you. You need...
Be so grand, just because you don't have to want any yourself at the moment.
Oh, don't be so stupid.
Not me, man.
What?
Going out somewhere.
head.
I think I already mentioned that I've had 3 minute liqueur glasses of brandy the whole evening long. A child of 2 couldn't get drunk on that.
On the contrary, a child of 2 can get violently drunk on just 1 glass of
Oh,
brandy.
very interesting. Another child of 4, and a child of 6, and a child of 9.
Oh, do shut
No,
up!
no, no. We might get up a splendid little debate about that. You know, intemperate tots.
Not very funny, dear. You better have some more brandy.
Very good idea. I think I will. I beg your pardon.
I said, ridiculous ass.
Thank you. Well, turn that off, I think.
Why?
It's very late, and it will annoy the people upstairs.
There aren't any people upstairs. It's at the top of a studio.
Well, there are people downstairs, I suppose.
They're away in Tunis.
This is no time of the year for Tunis.
Turn it on again, please.
Will be most interesting.
Very well, your sister's a Moorish idiotic.
Turn it off. It's driving me mad.
You're far too temperamental to control yourself.
Turn it off.
I won't. Then they blew the record.
Watch up to.
Disagreeable pig.
Without a doubt, solid.
Sort yourself.
Didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
Go away, I hate you.
And the darling listen.
Listen, indeed, I'm sick and tired of listening to you, you damn sadistic bully!
Thank you. Very pretty display, I must say.
Stop laughing like
Very
that.
amusing indeed.
Stop! I hate you, do you hear? You're conceited and overbearing and utterly impossible!
You vile, living, wicked, little beast.
Ow!
Never will see you again as long as I live. God.
This is the end, do you understand? End, finally and forever.
You're not going like this.
Oh, yes, I am!
No, you're not.
Let go of me! Let go of me!
sorted out.
Oh dear, I wish I were dead!
Now hush! Now hush! Remember your promise. We've got to see this through together and get things settled one way or another.
Well, I'll try and control myself. Only I'm so tired. I haven't slept properly for ages.
Well, neither have I.
We hadn't arrived when we did. They'd have killed one another.
He must have been drunk.
She hit him.
Well, he probably hit her too, only earlier on.
Why did anyone ever behave like that? It's so disgusting. It's so degrading. Any of all people. Oh dear.
What an escape you've had.
What an escape we both had. Good morning.
Oh, man.
Could you please move this sofa? I can't get out.
Where are you going?
Away.
You can't.
I'm not.
I want to talk to you.
What the hell's the use of that?
I must talk to you.
Well, all I can say is it's very inconsiderate.
Mandy, I really think...
Simple. How'd you do? Well, if you're going to take up that attitude, I fail to see the point of your coming here at all. I came to see Elliot. I've no wish to prevent you. He's in there, probably wallowing in an alcoholic stupor.
This is all very unpleasant, Amanda.
I quite agree. That's why I want to go away.
That would be shirking. This must be discussed at length.
Very well, if you insist. But not just now. I don't feel up to it. Has Louise come yet?
Louise is the maid. She's in the kitchen.
Thank you. I expect you'd like some coffee. Excuse me, then. Well, how dare she?
How dare she what?
Behave so calmly as if nothing had happened.
Well, I don't see what else she could have done.
Insufferable, I call it.
Oh. Oh, do pull yourself together, for goodness sake.
God, I can't. I ordered some coffee and rolls. They'll be here soon. I must apologize for the room being so untidy.
There's no use crying like that. It doesn't do any good. Canada. You owe it to Sybil to stay.
I don't believe we've met him before.
You must stay. You've got to stay.
Oh, very well, if you insist. I'm afraid the room's in rather a mess. Have you seen the maid, Louise?
She's in the kitchen.
Oh, good. I'll order some coffee.
No! You're, Amanda has already ordered it.
I'm glad the old girl's up and about.
We've got to get things straightened out, you know.
Yes, it's pretty awful. We'll get the concierge up from downstairs.
You're being purposely flippant. It won't do any good.
Sorry.
What's to be done?
I know.
It's all perfectly horrible. I feel smirched, unclean, as though slimy things have been crawling all over me.
Maybe they have. That's a very old sofa.
If you don't stop your damned flippancy, I shall knock your head off.
Has it ever struck you that flippancy may cover a very real embarrassment?
In a situation such as this, it's an extremely bad
Well,
taste.
it's no worse than bluster and invective. As a matter of fact, as far as I know, this situation is entirely without precedent. We have no prescribed etiquette to fall back on. I shall continue to be flippant. I'm awfully sorry, Sybil.
It's easy enough to be sorry.
On the contrary, I find it extremely difficult. I seldom regret anything. This is a very rare and notable occasion. It's a sort of red letter day. We must all make the most of it.
I'll never forgive you, never. I wouldn't believe anyone could be so callous and cruel.
I absolutely see your point, and as I said before, I'm sorry.
What, breakfast's not ready yet? Really, these French servants too slow for words. What a glorious morning. I do love Paris. It's so genuinely gay. There's lovely trees and little roundabouts for the children to play on, and then shiny red taxis. You can see Sacré-Cœur quite clearly today. Sometimes it's a bit misty, particularly in August. All the heat rising up the pavements, you know.
Yes, dear, we know.
And it's heavily being so high up. I found
Miss Amanda.
Now, Victor, I refuse to discuss anything serious until after breakfast. I couldn't concentrate, I know.
What manner, what poise, high and mute, to be able to carry off the most embarrassing situation with such tact and delicacy, and above all, such subtlety. Go on, Amanda, you're making everything so much easier. We shall all be playing Hunt the Slipper in a minute.
Please don't address me. I don't wish to speak to you.
Splendid.
And what's more, I never shall again as long as I live.
I shall endeavour to rise above it.
I would put up with it if beyond the pale for a man to strike a woman.
A very poor tradition. Certain women should be struck regularly, like dogs.
You're an unmitigated cad of a bully.
You're a bad-tempered, ill-mannered slacker.
Slatter, indeed.
Yes, slatter, slatter, slatter. And fishwife.
Keep your mouth shut, you swine!
Mind your own damn business.
I'm not going to interfere. Let them fight if they want. We might clear the air anyhow. It's my room. Perhaps you'd like to wash or something. Very well.
Now then,
Well, then what?
are you going to take back those things you said to Amanda?
Certainly, I'll take back anything you like, and then you'll stop bellowing at me.
Oh, you're a coward too.
I'll just stop fighting. Do sit down.
I will not.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I will. I'm extremely tired.
Oh, for God's sake, behave like a man!
All this belligerence is very right and proper and highly traditional, but if you'll just think for a moment, you'll see it won't get us very far.
Oh, to hell with that!
I should like to explain to you that if you hit me, I shall certainly hit you. Probably equally hard, if not harder. I'm just as strong as you, I should imagine. Then you'd hit me again. Then I'd hit you again. And we go on and on like that till one or other of us was knocked out. Now, if you could explain to me satisfactorily how all this can possibly improve the situation, I'll tear off my coat and we'll go at it. Immediately.
It would ease my mind.
Only if you won.
Oh, I should win all right.
You want to try?
Yes!
All right. Here goes.
Just a minute. What do you mean about them wanting us to fight?
We'll be bound to their vanity.
Do you love Amanda?
But is this a battle or a discussion? If it's the latter, I'll put my coat back on.
Answer the question. Answer the question, please.
Well, if you analyse it, it's rather a silly question.
Do you love Amanda?
Not very much this morning, to be perfectly frank. I'd like to wring her neck. Do you love her?
That's beside the point.
No, on the contrary, it's the crux of the whole affair. If you do love her, still you can forgive her and live with her in peace and harmony until you're 98.
You're apparently even more of a cad than I thought you were.
You are completely in the right over the whole business. Don't imagine I'm not perfectly conscious of that.
I'm glad.
It's all very unfortunate.
Unfortunate, like.
Well, it might have been worse.
I'm glad you think so.
You should stop being so glad about it.
What do you intend to do about it? That's what I want to know. What do you intend to do?
I don't know. I don't care.
I suppose you realise you've broken that poor little woman's heart.
One poor little woman.
Civil, of course.
Oh, come now, it's not as bad as all that. She'll get over it and forget all about me.
I sincerely hope so for her sake.
Come on, you'll forget all about me too. Everybody will forget all about me. I might as well just lie down and die. Pain, suffering. Nobody forget it.
Talk such rot.
You must forgive me for taking rather a gloomy view of the situation. The fact is that I suddenly feel slightly depressed.
I intend to divorce Amanda, naming you as co-respondent.
Very well.
Sybil will divorce you for Amanda. It would be foolish of either of you to attempt any defence.
Well,
And the sooner you marry Amanda again, the better.
Mary Amanda.
What?
The vile-tempered, wicked woman.
Well, you should have thought of that before.
I did think of it before.
You've got to marry her!
I'd rather marry a ravening leopard.
No, look here! I've had enough of all this shilly-shallying. You're getting off with a deal more lightly than you deserve. You can consider yourself damn lucky I didn't shoot you.
Well, if you had a spark of manliness in you, you would have shot me. You're all fuss and fume, one of these cotton wool Englishmen. I despise you.
Oh, you despise me!
Yes, utterly. You're nothing but a rampaging gas bag.
Well, what's happened?
Nothing has happened.
You ought to be ashamed to admit it. Where's Elliot?
He's in there.
What's he doing?
Well, I
very careful, I will. Elliot! Let me in, please let me in. I want to speak to you.
Heaven preserve me from nice women.
Your own reputation ought to do that. How the hell? Oh!
It's
What?
nothing.
Where does it go?
Over there. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
What did you say to Elliot?
I told him he was beneath contempt.
Good.
I think you must be mad.
I've often thought that myself.
I feel completely lost, completely bewildered.
I don't blame you. I don't feel any too cozy.
Had you been drinking last night?
Certainly not.
Had Elliot been drinking?
Yes, gallons.
Did you drink before when you were married to him?
Yes, terribly. Night after night he'd come home roaring. It
Disgusting.
wasn't
Did he really strike you last night?
repeatedly. I'm bruised beyond recognition. But Richard, I'm most awfully sorry to have put you to so much trouble. Really, I am. I've behaved badly. It's something I can't explain. There's no excuse. But I am ashamed of having made you unhappy.
I can't understand it all. I try to, but I can't. It all seems so unlike you.
It isn't really unlike me, that's the trouble. I ought never to have married you. I'm a bad lot.
Amanda.
Don't contradict me. I know I'm a bad lot.
I wasn't going to contradict you. You appall me. Absolutely.
Go on. I decided.
No, I didn't come here to accuse you. There's no sense in that.
Why did you come?
Find out what you want me to do.
Divorce me, I suppose, as soon as possible. I won't make any difficulties. I'll go away, far away. Morocco or Tunis. I shall probably catch some dreadful disease and die.
There's no use pitying yourself.
I simply, anyone who doesn't might as well enjoy it. I'm thoroughly unprincipled. Sybil was right.
Sybil's an ass.
She is right. I can't think why Elliot ever married her.
Do you love him?
She seems so insipid somehow.
Do you love him?
Of course, she's very pretty, I suppose, in a rather shallow way.
Amanda,
Yes, Victor?
you haven't answered my question.
I've forgotten what it was.
Oh, you're hopeless, hopeless.
Oh, don't be angry. It's all much too serious to be angry about.
You're talking utter nonsense.
No, I'm not. I mean it. It's ridiculous for us all to stand around arguing with one another. You must have to go back to England and let your lawyers deal with the whole thing.
What about you?
I'll be all right.
I only want to know one thing and you won't tell me.
What is it?
Do you love Elliot?
No, I hate him. When I saw him again suddenly at Dover, it was an absolute shock. It swept me away completely. He attracted me. He always has attracted me. But only the worst part of me, I see that now.
That's wise. Terribly trivial and superficial.
That sort of attraction can't be explained. It's sort of chemical, what do you call it?
Oh, yes, it must be.
I don't expect you to understand. And I'm not going to try to excuse myself in any way. Elliot was the first love affair of my life. And in spite of all the suffering he caused me before, there must have been a little spark like a smoke that could burst into flame when I came face to face with him again. I completely lost grip of myself and behaved like a fool, for which I shall pay all right. Keep worrying about that. But perhaps one day, wouldn't you take care of myself?
You said just now you were going away to Tunis to die.
I changed my mind. rub it in.
Do you agree about the divorce business?
Yes, it's very, very generous of you.
Well, to save you some of the mudslinging. We might persuade Sybil not to blame you.
Yes, we might.
Perhaps she'll change her mind about divorcing him.
Perhaps. She certainly went into the bedroom with a predatory look in her eye.
Would you be pleased if that happened?
Delighted.
Elliot and I have come to a decision.
How very nice.
What is it?
Don't be silly bit to look at their faces.
Feminine intuition. Very good.
Feminine determination. Very praiseworthy.
I'm not going to divorce Elliot for a year.
I congratulate you.
Sybil has behaved like an angel.
Well, it certainly has been payment.
Il peut le mettre sur la petite table. Là-bas.
Shoot. It all seems very amicable.
It is, thank you.
I don't wish to depress you, but Victor isn't going to divorce me either.
What?
I believe I asked you once before this morning never to speak to me again.
Finally said what? The general exclamation denoting extreme satisfaction.
Do sit down, won't you?
I'm afraid I must be going now. I'm catching the golden arrow if it leaves at 12.
We have time for a little coffee, surely.
No, I really must go.
We shan't be seeing each other for such a long time.
Give him a heart. How wise.
Please, Sybil. Do stay.
Very well. Just for a little.
Sit down, Victor, darling.
Half and half? Yes, please.
What would one do without one's morning coffee? That's what I often ask myself.
And what do you often answer?
Victor, sugar for Sybil. It would be absurd for me to call you anything but Sybil, wouldn't it?
Of course. I shall call you Mandy.
Oh, God, here we go. What weather?
Thank you.
What time is it?